think I'm live. I mentioned this earlier this morning on my Instagram. You can find me at Coach Laney, that I got this new camera, and so it's supposed to allow for live streaming. Great, so here it is. Today I am talking about whether or not you should add the calories back in from exercise. So when you track your calories on your Apple Watch, on whatever device you're using, should you add those back into your nutrition plan? So first thing I want to discuss is calories are a measure of energy. So when you, for example, the way a mile measures distance or a second measures time, a calorie measures energy. The calories that you consume total throughout the day, day in, day out, should support a healthy metabolism and help you meet your goals, whether it's weight loss, maintenance, muscle gain. You need to make sure that the calories you consume, the energy you consume, supports the energy that you intend to burn. So, short, should I eat more calories if I am more active? Yes. Should I add the calories back in to my plan from what I burn, from what my tracker says I burn? No. Here's 3 reasons why. So I want to discuss these 3 reasons because it's important to know these. Number 1, trackers are largely inaccurate. Many different types of trackers, Fitbit, Apple Watch, my app, my tracking app, if you're on the Fast Track to Real Fit program, will show you the calories burned at the end of the exercise. And I posted this on my Instagram stories this morning. I had about a 45, 50-minute workout, strength training workout. And my own app said that I burned almost 500 calories. No, I didn't. So for those of you who don't know me, I know it's hard to tell on camera, but I am just shy of 5 feet tall. I am not a large person. I guarantee you, I didn't burn 500 calories doing an upper body, chest and back strength training day. If I were to add those back into my plan, not only would it negate a deficit, I am trying to cut, so I'm at a slight deficit. Not only would it negate the deficit, but it would put me into a surplus. So my weight loss, fat loss efforts would be completely wiped out and I'd end up gaining weight. So trackers are largely inaccurate. They are not a gauge for the total daily activity that you burn there. They may kind of show you a number of what happened in that 45, 50-minute session, but there's 24 hours in a day. So number 1, trackers are inaccurate. Second reason why you should not add in those exercise calories burned is rest days. So let's say you set your calories super low, which you probably shouldn't, but let's say you set your calories super low and add in those 500 calories that you burned during that amazing session. On a rest day, when you're laying around on the couch all day long, you're eating only those low amount of calories. Here's what happens on rest days. Well, let me talk about what happens first on when you're lifting weights, specifically when you're strength training. Your muscles are breaking down. Your strength, muscle growth doesn't happen in the gym. Your muscle growth and your strength happens when you allow your muscles to recover. On those rest days, which I love Sunday as a rest day, you're laying around on the couch, your muscles are recovering. If you're starting them, if you're eating very low calories on the rest day, your muscles are not going to recover. You need to fuel recovery. So it's not that you just need the calories when you're exercising. You need energy even when your body is resting because it's still working. It's recovering and making you stronger. So you need to eat. So that's another reason why I say don't use those calories from exercise to eat more on exercise days. You should still eat plenty on those rest days. So that's second reason. First reason, trackers likely inaccurate. Second reason, you need fuel on rest days too. The last reason why I say do not add those calories back in. Food is not a reward for effort. So, when we were training my dog, or still even, she's 6 years old, but when I train her and she does a trick, we have her stand up. Her name is Mango. So I tell her, Mango Tango, and she stands up. She gets a treat. She did a trick, she gets a treat. Yay! Guess what? You're not a dog. Food is not a reward for doing something of some activity. Instead, view the ability for your body to move, exercise, lift something heavy. That movement, that activity, that exercise is the reward you get for fueling your body properly. So you have the ability to move around, and your muscles have the ability to carry you and whatever load it is you're carrying, whether it's your laundry basket, your baby, your grandbaby, or a 45-pound barbell, whatever it is. That is a reward, that's a treat. You get to move because you fueled your body right. So it's not the other way around. You're not like, oh yeah, man, I lifted weights and I get to eat more now. Eat, fuel your body properly, fuel your body correctly, and just love the fact of what your body can do now that you're fueling it right. So those are 3 reasons why you should not add in those calories burned during exercise. Trackers are inaccurate. You still need fuel on rest days. And food is not a reward. You need to fuel your body right. So I had a couple questions, and I believe this is a live stream on my Facebook page right now. Drop live in the comments if you're watching me live. If you're watching this on a replay, type replay. And I don't have, with this camera, for whatever reason, I don't have the ability to interact with you. I'm going to fix that. So if you're watching this live and you type live in the comments, I can't see it, or I'd say, hey. So a couple of questions that I've had from clients over the years, or just friends. If I don't add my calories back in, what do I do when I'm hungry after a workout? Okay, if you're hungry after a workout, eat. You still get food. So that was one that I actually had several people ask me that in my career in training and nutrition, that they feel that they're not allowed to eat or something because they didn't get to use the calories that their Apple Watch said they could. I don't know. But anyway, yes, you should have a post-workout meal if you are hungry. And usually after a strength training workout, 2 things can happen. Immediately after a strength training workout, you might not feel hungry, depending on, I'm starving after an upper body day, but for some reason after a lower body day, especially a high intensity lower body day, I'm like gassed, and it takes me 30 to 45 minutes to kind of settle down. So before I can eat. So yes, you do get to eat after workout. When you're planning your meals for the entire day, make sure that you are listening to your body. You know your body better than me, better than any calculation that you can find. You know your body. So listen to your body. If you're hungry after workout and you're planning your day, know that you're going to need to program a post-workout snack or a post-workout meal after that workout. Okay, second, I've had a lot of people, and I follow a lot of fitness professionals or just fitness fanatics on Instagram, Facebook, whatnot, and they love to post their Apple, like they take their Apple Watch and they say, oh, 400 calories. They like to use that number as a gauge, and I can see that because I'm a numbers person. I love tracking macros. I track my budget. I love numbers because it's concrete data. So if you like to use that number as a gauge, fine. You may also want to look at your total daily activity. So I've switched over to not really tracking my total daily activity because I've always been so active. But since I'm not running around a 40,000 square foot gym or, coaching multiple classes throughout the day, I'm not as active as I used to be. So I like to look at steps. Your step goal is a total gauge of daily activity. So your 1 hour exercise is about 4%, less than 4% of your day. There's 96% of your day that you should still be active. And so take a look at maybe your total steps rather than the calories. Total steps is a little more indicative of your daily activity. 10,000 steps is a general rule. If you're under 5,000 steps, 4,000 or 5,000 steps every day consistently, that's pretty sedentary. So I'll cover in another post how to increase that, especially if you've got snow and ice outside and you're kind of trapped in your house. You can still increase that activity, but I'll cover that in another post. Look at that number. So aim for a specific number. Aim to increase whatever you're at. Unless you're consistently hitting, 15,000, 20,000 steps a day. Hey, cool. That's awesome. Enjoy your rest days. So your total daily activity is a better gauge of how, rather than the calories burned during exercise. So another question, and I really do wish that, even though this live, I really wish I could interact with you and answer your live questions. So if you have a question, drop it in the comments and I will send you a message back or reply in the comments, whatever you prefer. I'm always available for help, advice. That's my mission, is to help as many people as possible. So last question I'm going to cover is, how many calories should you eat? If you're not going to use a tracker to help you with your daily energy, and at Apple Health, I wear my Apple Watch all the time. Apple Health is great. It tells me my resting energy and my active energy throughout the day, and it's totally wrong for me. But at any rate, it's like within 200 or 300 calories. How should you know how many calories you should eat? Okay, I will cover this, and I have covered this, and I will continue to cover this in many posts, is how to determine the correct amount of calories, and more important, the correct macronutrient ratio. Macronutrients, your protein, your fats, and your carbs. Cover that in other posts. So you can subscribe to my newsletter. Go to getrealwithlainey.com, sign up, register to get my newsletter. I send it out, and then you'll keep up with how many calories you should intake as a general rule. You can also sign up on my website for the personalized macros and meal plan. I love doing this for people. It's so awesome when I can take somebody's stats and see their goal and provide for them their personalized macronutrients. So rather than a rough estimate, I let them know precisely how many calories they should have, how many grams of protein, how many carbs, how many fats, and the real meal template, and how easy it is to track your foods and hit your macros. And so I cover that in another post, but also encourage you, if you're struggling with that, do not rely on a basic calculator. If you're not getting results, if MyFitnessPal tells you that you should eat 1,200 calories, run for the hills, because you need more than 1,200 calories. I guarantee you do. And but that personalized macros and meal plans, I love doing that. I love working with people, so sign up for that. That pretty much covers it. Just to recap, should you add your exercise calories that calories you burn from exercise back into your nutrition plan? No, don't do it. All right, that's all I have today. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Coach Lainey, certified personal trainer and nutrition coach. Have a great day.